Hello, everyone. This is Mikey of Mikey Seuss 4. Good to see everyone this afternoon. Ready for my second uh, Charlie's Angels review number 2. Today we're reviewing briefly the episode from season 3, episode 7, called Haunted Angels, about parapsychology and the paranormal. And before we begin, uh, every review that I do, I'd like to thank Val Rose for these episodes on YouTube for free for the public to enjoy, and if they like, to review them. So, Val Rose, thank you so much. I also subscribe to your channel, so thank you for allowing me to watch your episodes again, enjoy them as much as always, and then give my own personal review on them. And also on these reviews, I'll be giving a rating. So, from 1 to 5. So let you know which are my probably some of my favorite episodes, and some which are just not so good. So, but I watched them anyway because that was one of the few good shows that was out there in the 70s and 80s was Charlie's Angels. Until I did see A-Team, which was awesome too. So whenever I get a chance, I'll do an A-Team review webcams also. Okay, so this, like I said, it's from season 3. We still had Kate Jackson as Sabrina Duncan. You had uh, Cheryl Ladd as Chris Monroe, and you had Jacqueline Smith as Kelly Garrett. So all three were still there. Miles was still there as well. David Doyle. Okay. Now in this episode, Haunted Angels, the basic plot was that a parapsychological institute was examining the paranormal and also examining people who might have psychic powers, you know, powers of the mind. So what happened was is that an older lady, her name was Mrs. Brenda Berry, had loaned her house uh, to this institute that was there for psychic research after her son had died. And, well, actually, I'm sorry, after her granddaughter's boyfriend's son died, or man died. Hello. Oh, hi, Bone. No, no, no. We're not doing any of the Charlie's Angels movies, just the series. Yeah. No, I would like to do reviews of the Charlie's Angels movies, but that had Drew Barrymore, and I don't know. I wasn't really into those movies. I saw them, but I just wasn't into them. So yeah, this is just gonna be the original TV series. That's good to see you though, Bone. I hope you subscribed to my channel if you did. If you wanted to, thank you. Alrighty then. So we got Bone watching. Thank you. So basically, what happened then is his name was Martin Faber, and he died running his motorcycle into a tree. And then over the course of 5 years, the eccentric lady who owned the house then gave it to the institute. So it was her granddaughter Kathy, who after her boyfriend Martin died, went into the occult and wanted to learn about, you know, uh, parapsychology, psychic abilities, and powers, and so forth. Telekinesis. That's it. Telekinesis. So what happens is that Kathy gets killed, and then the angels are sent to investigate, and they go to the institute and so forth. Now, some things are going on that they can't explain. First of all, Kathy was in the room by herself. They had these two soundproof rooms, and supposedly Kathy was by herself, and this other renowned psychic played by Peter Donat, who we'll tell you about in a few minutes, was in the other room. And when Kathy gets killed, they think, was that the spirit of Martin Faber of the house that was pissed off and did all this stuff? So, are the angels investigating a ghost, or is there a more rational and scientific explanation for why someone died with no entrance into her room other than by an electronic key? So that's why you guys should go ahead and watch it, because it's really interesting. I mean, it's just, but they do have a guy who plays a real psychic on the episode. He's an actor by the name of Joseph Hacker that plays it. Now, the three main guest stars, as I said before on my first stream, we'll usually just briefly talk about the plot, what season, what episode it was, and then we'll go into the three people that guest starred in the film in the episode. Just to point them out, so where you might recognize them from. The first one is Lyndon Childs. Lyndon Childs plays the director of the Institute, who is running it and wants to believe that the research is relevant and real, but for some reason, because when Kathy gets killed, the lady who used to own the house, that was her granddaughter. So she's a little upset about that and wants to find out why. So that's why she hired the angels for the help. And Lyndon Childs, he was in a couple of good a good series on television. You might remember he was in the Green Hornet. He was in the Green Hornet early TV series. Um, that had Kato played by Bruce Lee, and Van Johnson, who played the Green Hornet. And then he was also in James at 16. And there were two series that featured Lance Kerwin as James. There was James at 15 and James at 16. And Lyndon was in James at 16. So that's where I remembered him from. I said, oh, Lyndon Childs, cool. James at 16. And I was right. So, yeah, that was a good guest star and appearance by him, even though they actually said he was just a regular star in the episode. But I thought he was a guest star. So, that was cool because I got to see him in that. The other two I want to talk about, Peter Donat. And Peter Donat was the suspect, the prime suspect in this episode. And he's supposed to play a renowned psychic also in the episode. But you find out later, don't you? If some of you have already seen the episode, please don't spoilers here, okay? Just I do this because I don't want to spoil it for other people that may not have seen these great episodes, that they did for all the seasons they were on TV. So, yeah, please check it out if you get a chance. As I said, Val Rose, that's capital V, small a, small L, and then capital R, small o, small s, small e. She has a whole bunch of these episodes available for free on YouTube to peruse and check out. And I'm very thankful to her. And not only that, but it just revives some good memories of seeing the series back in its heyday. I will say that unless I do get a lot of requests for people in the chat or in the future that want to leave comments, which you're allowed to do, go ahead, please. I would love to hear your thoughts. If you want me to do any episodes that I can find from season one, the only season that had Farrah Fawcett, and eventually it became Farrah Fawcett Majors, before Cheryl Ladd took over for her, let me know. And if I get enough comments about it, if I get enough requests, the next time I do a review, I'll do it on any of the season one episodes if I can find them and that features her. So you guys can let me know. Hi, Lampa, yo, hey, Mikey, and hey, Bone, yeah. Bone was asking about the classic Charlie's Angels or the woke version. There's no woke version for me. No, I go back with the original 70s and 80s. Yeah, that's for me. That's the best one. But again, now if you guys want any uh, reviews of the Charlie's Angels movies, like either Charlie's Angels, uh, the movie that had Drew Barrymore in it, or the second one that followed that, which had uh, Demi Moore, I think was villainous, and then you had uh, you know Jacqueline Smith, who made a brief appearance as Kelly Garrett. I believe that's either in the first or second one. But if you guys are curious about that, that's Charlie's Angels Full Throttle. Let me know, and I can give you reviews of those movies as well. Uh, you know, but yeah, uh, a Charlie's Angels woke version I won't do. No, I won't do that. Hi, Jim. Jim's Landscape LLC, Commodore Productions LLC number one. Good to see you, my friend. Hey, Lemon. Hey, Bone. Hi, Bone. All right, and we're going to go ahead and talk about Peter Donat and then Gretchen Weiler. They're both guest stars in the episode, so we will take a look at them as well. Go back here to the cast. Okay. By the way, most of the episodes were always done by Leonard Goldberg and Shelley Hall, but Aaron Spelling. This episode was directed by Ronald Austin back in 1978. Long time ago. Okay, here's Peter. Now, Lyndon Childs recently passed away back in 2013. He was 80 years old. Peter Donat, even more recent, he passed away. So both those gentlemen, unfortunately, are gone. But Donat did have a 50-year-long career in TV, motion pictures, and theater. Some of the things you might know him for, uh, he was in, Peter Donat was in the X Files TV series. He was also in the movie China Syndrome. Really great movies. A really great movie, China Syndrome. If you've never seen it, definitely check it out. Find it if you can to rent on YouTube, or if you can find it in a store still out there, get it. It's a good film. It really is. That's where I remember him from was the China Syndrome. And Joe, hey LDG, free the net. He is here. Good to see you, my friend. Lemon Pie says hi, Jim. Lemon Pie says, will you discuss the relationship between Bosley and the Bosley hair system, if any exists? Hey, Jim and Joe. Yeah. Okay. Um, David Doyle, who played Bosley in the series, along with, as I said this before on the previous stream, along with Jacqueline Smith, who played Kelly Garrett, were the only two characters that were there for every single episode of the Charlie's Angels series, from beginning to end. And the final episode, which had Tanya Roberts in it as part of the cast, and it was Chris, Cheryl Ladd, and Jacqueline. Jacqueline or Kelly Garrett got shot and was in the hospital in a coma. And while she was in the coma, uh, they were going over past episodes and things like that. It was supposed to be the finale of the series, and that's what happened to her. If I can ever find that final episode, I'll get it to you guys and give you a review on that. It's almost the time that they almost ran into Charlie too. Probably the closest they ever came. And as you know, the voice of Charlie was John Forsythe, but they never ran into him in person at any time in the series, if not for lack of trying. Yeah, they never did. That was kind of cool. Let's see. And hi, Joe. Jim says. Okay, so Lemon Pie was asking about the Bosley and the Bosley hair system. Okay, so you can see, as you can see, I'm bald, but the Bosley, well, from what I remember back in the 70s and 80s, the Bosley hair system was supposed to be at that time the best treatment to allow your hair or allow your head to grow hair if you were bald. Um, if their system didn't work, they could provide you while your hair was growing with wigs that they could put on your head and help you with to help it grow. And they could attach those to your head if you wanted it that way. But if you wanted natural growth, they gave you products that could help you grow the Bosley hair system. So um, yeah, it's I was so young back then when I was watching Charlie's Angels. So it's hard to remember most of it, but I do remember that it was a hair treatment for men back then. It was very early for men. So I hope that explains it to you, Lemon Pie. But they do have a whole segment of it. If you look it up in Google and what you type there, Bosley hair system, yeah, Wikipedia has a whole uh, information on it. So yeah, check it out if you'd like to. Okay, the next person we want to talk about that guest starred in the series or in this episode was Gretchen Weiler. So we'll go take a look at her background history. It'll just take a moment. Plus, I do get a lot of my information from IMDb, so that helps a lot too. Okay, Miss Gretchen Weiler. She was a blonde musical actress and dancer, born back in the 30s in Bartlesville, Oklahoma. I used to see a couple times on the way to Tulsa. She died in 2007 at the age of 75. And she was in the movie Private Benjamin. She was in the movie Private Benjamin with Goldie Hawn. That was her prominent movie, which I remember. And then, which eventually became a TV series. And she also did Remington Steele. That was the one that had Pierce Brosnan in it. And then also, she was in Dallas, which, had the standout Larry Hagman, who played J.R. Ewing. So she's in that series too. So Gretchen Weiler did a lot of stage, screen, TV. Yeah, very well known back in her day. And yeah, unfortunately, she passed away in 2007. So, but that's the three main guest stars. Yeah, we'll go a few more minutes. So, like I said, my review, my grade on it. Like I said, it's going to go from 1 to 5. This episode was pretty good. It did keep you enthralled by, even though it only was very briefly descriptive of what parapsychology is, uh, telekinesis abilities, uh, the psychic powers of a person that can read your mind, and even some brief dealings with the paranormal. Um, I know that you can't cover a whole lot on those subjects in 60 minutes, or in this case without commercials. When I watch them, it takes less than 50 minutes without commercials. So yeah, there's not a lot you can cover in about you know 50 or 60 minutes in an episode, or um, for what they did cover was okay. I understood some of the basics. They didn't have to really go into, and then I'm sure that a lot of people were told about telekinesis, things like that, even up until the early '70s. You know, um, you had people that could bend, you know, spoons with their mind. Uh, they could see into the future, future events. They would wake up in sweats in their nightmares, knowing someone would die eventually or something would happen, and they were afraid they couldn't change the future. Or, you know, there was many psychics like that. But then, of course, there were doubters, skeptics, and a lot of them tried to expose these people for being frauds. Don't forget that a lot of telekinesis and things started with paranormal seances, and they kind of went from there. So it was just, yeah, it was just it's still a very touchy subject because it's just you don't know who to believe or who to, uh, not believe. That it's all a bunch of hooey. And you had to put your skeptic in there. So, of course, who plays the skeptic in this episode? Mr. Bosley. Yeah. So, but I think he gets a little comeuppance at the very end, which is kind of cool. So you guys should definitely, yeah, if you haven't seen the episode yet, check it out. It's pretty cool. So we'll go for a few more minutes, and if anybody has questions or comments about the episode or about the series, go ahead and ask me. I'll try to give you the best possible answer I can. So my review then is out of five, from 1 to 5. I'd say Haunted Angels. I give it a 3.5 out of 5, almost a 4, but just not quite there because, like 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 we said, telekinesis, parapsychology, psychic research. It's all still, I don't know. It's still a mystery to some. A lot of frauds have been found out, but then there are a few people that are legitimate, that are considered legitimate psychics. So even a few that are still living today, they also help you know, they help their own local law enforcement with murders, cold cases, things like that. They even had a series called Cold Case, which came out later on, and I think I saw a couple episodes of that, but I don't know, I wasn't too big in it. So yeah, 3.5 out of 5. Now the first, to go back to the first webcam I did on Charlie's Angels, uh, I briefly mentioned an episode called Unidentified Flying Angels, which kind of made fun of UFOs in a way, UFO sightings, things like that. The Angels found out it was all a hoax, you know, and someone got murdered because of it. And I think it had Troy Donahue's son was in it, and also it had Ross Martin, who most of you know from Wild Wild West, that played Artemis Gordon. Uh, you know, Robert Conrad's Jim West's assistant. Yeah, we're not referring to the movie with Will Smith. No, just the TV series. I had one of the best. I'll tell you real quickly about that. One of my favorite all-time characters from Wild Wild West was Michael Dunn, the short person guy actor who played Miguelito Loveless. And every time that I saw an episode that featured Loveless, that was awesome. Yeah, every episode. What was funny was they did a TV movie lots of years ago, and I remember seeing it. Like I said, we're not talking about the Will Smith reboot, which had him and Kevin Kline in it, which was ridiculous. Uh, but I have to admit, Kenneth Branagh played a good Loveless in that. But we're going to like a TV movie where they brought Conrad and Ross back, and the person who played Miguelito Loveless' son was Paul Williams, and that was a good movie. So I could do a review of that if you guys ever want me to do that in the future. I could do that because that was a pretty good decent movies movie of the week that in some way kind of continued the series, but it brought the original characters back. Like I said, of Conrad and Martin. So yeah, that was pretty good. I liked it. So on unidentified flying angels, on that episode, I think I didn't get a chance to give you guys my review on that, but like I said, it was a pretty good episode, and seeing Ross Martin was a lot of fun, knowing that he was the criminal, that he was the bad guy. So on that one, I'd say, yeah, I gave it a 4 out of 5. It wasn't. It didn't have everything I usually like in a Charlie's Angels episode to make it complete, make it like 5 out of 5, but it came pretty close. And it was kind of fun to watch, and again, and kind of get into it, and it was yeah. So it was pretty good. I liked it. All right. So everyone, just to let you know that this will be a common thing for me. And again, I want to thank Val Rose for again providing these wonderful Charlie's Angels episode, and I'll be doing a lot of them, reviews Mondays and Wednesdays right around this time. So usually about 3:30 Eastern in the afternoon. It usually takes me less than a day to watch the episode, you know, on YouTube, and then um, I download it, I save it because I like to go back to it every once in a while if I have to. And then just give you, like I said, just a brief review, you know, and how I liked it, my comparison, and I think you'll like this episode. I think you'll like these first two that I gave you guys. There are ones that do stand out, and then, like I said, because it's been so many years. For me, it's been like over 40 something years since I saw the episodes. So, excuse me. So yeah, it's gonna take a while to look again, and check out Val's channel. By the way, uh, and it'll take a while to find the episodes that I really liked from all of them. So I think there was one I liked actually that I might do it for a review on Wednesday, and it has to do with the circus, and it's from the second season where Cheryl had started as Chris Monroe. So I might be able to find that, and if I do, I'll do a review on that one. It's a circus episode. It has a specific title to it, so I'll have to look for that. But yeah, I think we'll go ahead and do that one for Wednesday. And again, that'll be just after 3:30 p.m. There's no exact time, but I'm just letting you know the exact days will be Mondays and Wednesdays that I'll provide these webcam video reviews of the certain Charlie's Angels episode I pick out. And then on Friday, don't forget, Fridays now, we're going to make this a common thing also. Friday at 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 o'clock Central Time, we'll be doing my Topic Time live stream, which features Jay Aldrich and Daniel's Hot Topics, along with PvP and Leah Liz, a good friend of ours, and also our moderator extraordinaire, Lemon Pie. Good to see you again, my friend. And of course, we also occasionally will have visits by Gorilla's Random Thoughts and also Resolute Germ. So when we have those topic times that come up, hope you guys check those out. And like I said, those will now be starting this coming Friday, September 1st. Will be at 9 p.m. This will be topic time number 6. So if you'd like to get an example of how we do our topic time streams and different topics we talk about, they might cover any topics from the past week, anything we've seen on TV recently, or on YouTube or on any video, anything like that, or even we'll do movie reviews occasionally. Uh, we can put those up there too, and then discuss it, and let you guys make up your mind, and you know provide your comments. Let us know how we're doing, and yeah, please check out those other 5 topic times that I've done so far on my channel, and you will find them under the live section there. And yeah, take a look at them and see what you think. I've got other webcam reviews in there, and also some webcam, what I like to call rants, because uh, I do use StreamYard, but StreamYard gives you only a limited amount of time, which is 20 hours at most. That's per month in a 30-day period. So it's really all I can afford. It's a free plan. So anyway, so that's been our review. For again, that was season 3, episode 7 of Haunted Angels. I hope you guys enjoyed this review, this brief review. Please subscribe to my channel if you like. I believe I'm still only like 1 or 2 or 3 subscribers away from 100 for this channel. I do offer a second channel, which is called Warlord Fade. That's WARLORD followed by F as in Frank EYD. It's a nice music channel. It's got a few other things there that I did early on as a younger man back in 2008. I did that from 2008 up to 2015. Then I started this channel, Mikey Sue's 4, in 2016 after we got married. So yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot, but it's fun. Uh, there's a lot of different subjects and so forth. Also, I do have on Warlord Fade, I have 154 subscribers. So that'd be cool if somebody wants to subscribe to that channel and add to a few more subscribers there. By the way, as you guys know, my channel's not monetized, so I don't mind not being, earning money from it or super chats or anything like that. I'm very flexible, uh, time wise and things like that, and I don't mind chatting with people. I don't mind giving them my opinion, my thoughts, things that happen. You know, I don't mind that at all, and that's why I like channels like mine, because there are a few others out there that I have seen that are just about as open, and and they don't give you the BS, right? They tell you like it is from their opinion, right? So you know, gauge that how you will. That's what I say. Just go with what you hear, and if you agree with it, great. If you don't, that's fine too. So yeah, all them pie, take care. Yes, sir. Thank you. You've been awesome. You're awesome as always, sir. Thank you for helping me out on this review on the stream on the webcam. So thank you. Okay, everyone. So that'll be it for today for my review of Haunted Angels from Charlie's Angels TV series. Well, on Wednesday, we'll do a circus episode from the series. And again, we'll give you our brief review. We'll give you my grade from 1 to 5 on it. And if there are guest stars, which they usually had a guest star 1 or 2, in this case we had 3, but usually I have 1 or 2 guest stars. And if there are, I will check up on them through IMDb and give you their background story briefly and let you know where you might have seen them in besides Charlie's Angels. So with that, once again, I want to thank everyone that came by today. Job and Jim's Landscape LLC #1. His uh, Productions, Commodore Productions. He has some good dog videos. He also has some Star Trek compilation episodes, videos that he does. So please check him out. Job is from LDG Free the Net, and that's freethenet.org/underground. Job also does his own live stream videos as well, 24/7. So check that out as well. Lemon Pie is our great moderator, so please give him a comment of thank you. And if you'd like, talk to him and offer any suggestions on other any type of material or any type of subject matter you want me to discuss. I can do it. Just have to find the right time and then just come out and then talk to you guys. And you know, if you like to hear the sound of my voice. Uh, Bone, thank you for coming by, Bone. You were that was very nice of you to come by and visit first here today. Like I said, Jim, then Job, then my buddy Lemon Pie, and like I said, Lemon Pie and I will both be there for our live stream, topic time number 6. Again, that's Friday, September 1st at 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Central, 7 o'clock Mountain Time for Pop Culture Curator, and 6 o'clock for my friend PvP over in Kelowna, BC, and my friend Resolute Germ over in the Seattle, Washington State area. And then 8 o'clock Central takes care of Gorilla over in the Minnesota area there, way outside of Minneapolis. And my friend Jay Aldridge, who lives down in Bastrop, Louisiana. So that takes care of him. And Leah Liz, you know, your time is the same over there in the Carolinas where you live. So, yeah, please check out Topic Time number 6. We have a lot of fun. You guys will not regret it. It's a lot of fun. We have our moments. We all get crazy. We all laugh, and you know, and it's always an adventure. It's a challenge because I have satellite, which is very, it's good satellite, good connection here. But when it comes to StreamYard, it's very hard for them. So I always give a disclaimer that if I tend to go out or something happens, somebody can take that over. So yeah, I don't mind that at all. So anyway, we'll see you guys Wednesday. Keep an eye out for a notification. It'll come right away as soon as I start the stream for my next review of Charlie's Angels, which is a circus episode. So we'll check you guys out then. In the meantime, take care of yourselves. Take care of everybody, and God bless everyone on the chat, everyone that I know on YouTube and on StreamYard. And we'll talk again later. Thank you, Lemon Pie. He said, "Take care, chat. Thanks for coming." Thanks, Lemon. You're always appreciated and always a pleasure to work with you, my friend. We'll talk again on Wednesday. Take care, everyone.